You're watching Backstage with Ben Hall. I'm referee Ben Hall. Today, we're going to get a sneak peek at the Versus Pro Studios and then get to sit down with Project Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Project Wes. I'm going to go and show you guys what we've been working on for the last few months. This is Versus Pro Wrestling Studios. We're going to start training. We're going to start doing some live shows. A lot of this stuff still in construction. Come check it out. Obviously, you see the ring. We have the entrance here. Still some things that we're going to be working on here soon. Hopefully, within the next few months, this is going to be our new home for a regular basis. And we can start putting some decorations up and everything. Want to take a walk? Got some things stored in the back here. We're going to have this a whole media room. As soon as we break everything down and get everything set up, this will be a lot prettier. We're also going to be doing esports here. Now, the room is not really set up to what we need, but check it out. All this stuff is going to be painted and dropped down. We're going to have consoles, big screen TVs, have some seating that we're going to have everything with esports and tournaments and everything here. You can check out our backstage area. Again, still a lot of stuff under construction, but we still have some staging here. Got a switch system here. Gonna have places for everybody to get dressed, properly get their stuff put away. We have 2 bathrooms back here, AC, everything. Once they break through here, straight up to the stage. Stage leads right into the wrestling ring. That's where everything's gonna happen. Thanks for having a behind the scenes look of Versus Pro Wrestling Studios. If you guys have any questions, go to Versus Pro Wrestling at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We're here for you. Thanks.
Check this out, player. It's Leon Hader, part of the most entertaining faction. Anywhere there's players, the Players Club, and you're watching Backstage with Ben Hall.
All right. Well, I'm sitting here with Project Wes. We're at the Versus Studio, did you call it?
Versus Pro Studios.
Versus Pro Studio. Don't know if you'll see a walkthrough before this or after this, but you'll see it.
There's a walkthrough.
There is a walkthrough. It was actually kind of cool. They have
Short,
AC
but
here.
oh yeah, it's
They have
nice.
AC. I've got to put that over. Thank you so much for bringing AC to the Las Vegas wrestling scene. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare. Hottest shit out here, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we're sitting here at Boulevard Mall. Why the Boulevard Mall? That's a good question to start with.
That was actually something we stumbled across pretty weird. So we already had connections with people that are in town. They're like, well, this lady wants Lucha Libre, but there's certain people that she doesn't want to work with. I was like, all right, cool. Well, like, we'll talk to her, but we don't know how this is gonna work out. So we had a meeting. Prior to the meeting, we worked with Scott Hosey over at Power Play Sports Cards, and he gave us some information on the mall. He had just moved in himself.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, if you guys need help with anything, come reach out. And so we had our meeting with the manager here, got some numbers, looked at it, he was like, yeah, we're not doing this. So thought about it, kind of got some dials in on things that were necessary to open here.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, let's have another conversation. We had another conversation. came back with the paperwork. He's like, this is cool. I think this is gonna work, but do we want to do it?
Yeah.
So he held off for a little bit, and then they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna see what we can, like, at least try.
Yeah.
Trying turned into things just falling into place, and then falling into place came into Level Up, and Level Up was like, there you guys go. If this is what you need, this is what you need. I was like, oh, okay, solid. Thanks, guys. So Level Up Expo, thank you guys. Love you. Appreciate
that
you.
was a blast.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we did the walkthrough. Either they'll see it either before or after this. It
Solid.
might be a spoiler, but you got a little bit of area here in front. You really can't see it because I'm not moving the camera. Then you got this awesome ring, which thank you for lowering it a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little high. People were dying.
It was not, if you saw it before, yeah, it was a little scary.
Yeah.
A little scary.
I had a brief talk to God one time. I was coming up the stairs and a little bit of a slip, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cliff there, buddy. I'm not too high in stature, so yeah, it was scary."
Yeah. But you got this little area, you got this ring, you got the stage, which the stage leading right to the ring is something I've always liked.
Yeah.
One, because I hate crawling, upstairs like you were just talking about whenever I'm about to do a match.
Right.
And two, I think it's just really kind of cool. You come out, you stand, and you're looking out, and you can actually see everybody as you get into the ring and stuff. What was really the motivation behind having a setup like this and having this large of a ring in this space?
Same with actually having the mall hit us up. It was by chance. We worked with a gent, like literally after we started Versus, we did a show where it was basically in his like compound. They did a lot of car restoration, bike restoration, customs. So like all those things that were there were like part of the feel, and it was like this alley looking thing with graffiti on the walls. It was just really gritty. And then they had a stage where my band performed and other bands performed in between the wrestling matches and stuff.
Nice.
So once they decided they didn't want to renew their lease, they said that they were going to get rid of the stage. A buddy of mine heard about it. They were going to take it, and they're like, well, we can't use this type of stage. So it's like, Wes? Wes? It's kind of like the Spider-Man meme. They're like, oh, yeah, Wes? So they hit me up. They're like, you want it? I was like, well, yeah. Of course I want a stage. So we brought it here. This is only just, I don't know if anybody can see it, but this is only just half the stage.
Yeah, oh wow.
The other half is in the back where we kind of use for like seating purposes.
Yeah.
But once we have bigger shows like outside of the mall, we're going to utilize that to try and have bands and stuff play.
Nice.
We'll probably have bands play on this stage because even with this stage, we should have enough room for we can have everything here. So we just have to adjust some things. But yeah, things happen just by chance. Like things just fell into place for certain areas and knowing good people.
Yeah, it is a business of knowing people.
Yeah, knowing the right people.
Knowing the right people. Yeah. Oh man, you're just moving in, about to set everything up, and then the pandemic hit.
Yes, yeah.
What were your thoughts whenever you start seeing things closing down as you're trying to get this going?
As disheartening it was that we weren't able to open when we were opening, I was more worried about the mall.
Yeah.
And I'm not being like martyr-esque by anything, but like this is my mall. Like I grew up at this mall.
Yeah.
From 12 years old on, like my brother would take me here, give me some stuff, and then we like hang out, and like this was our place. This was our mall. Once it like started like not getting the responses that it was when I was a kid, I stopped going there and I started going to other malls, and I didn't know that they had done a lot with this mall in the meantime, and just nobody's heard about it. Like nobody knows that there's a movie theater here.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that there's selling comics here. Nobody knows that the sports card place is here, or there's a Pop Shack, and like there's still a Hot Topic. Like all this stuff is being developed here, and nobody knows about it. Yeah. So the fact that they did all this, and it was in a time where it was like kind of make or break for other businesses, I was worried. I was like, well, yeah, we have the ring, we have the stage, we can go on.
Yeah.
But if the mall falls through, man, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
But it was kind of disheartening that we weren't able to open when we were open, because we just had all that momentum coming from Level Up.
Yeah.
And we were just like ready to go. We like had a month that we need to build out, and then we were ready to roll. And then pandemic hit. We weren't even allowed in this mall.
No.
So we weren't able to do any build out until I think you came through. Like we did it like a couple weeks ago, and it was just like, yeah, we'll do what we can when we can because we had limited hours. So finally things started to open up. It was like, okay, now we have a little bit of a breather. Now we have some understanding of when we can kind of do things, and now we're starting to have those conversations, and things are rolling again.
Nice. I know you're targeting later this month to start training here and stuff. When do you think you'll start doing shows?
We're probably going to do shows before we actually do training.
Oh, nice.
The day that we are set on opening, which is to be determined, is going to be the first day we have our training seminar, which is going to be with somebody that is well respected. And then once we have that training seminar, right after that, deliberately after that, we're going to have at least 5 matches here. So it's going to be a cool exhibition.
Cool. Are you going to actually put that information out to invite people, or you're going to hope that passerby see it?
Well, we're going to put that information out. Yeah, we want to make sure that everybody knows about the seminar for one, because if you're interested, if you're a worker and you want to learn some stuff, this is a guy to learn from, and we'll figure that out here in a bit. But once that's done, like, we want everybody to know about the shows, of course. So it's going to be like probably a week or 2 of heavy promotion.
Yeah.
So we'll announce the seminar first, and then once we get that green light, the show's right after. And it's not going to be like a normal versus show. Versus shows are usually pretty lengthy, like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We'll probably do about an hour and do 5 matches and have some fun.
Cool. Sounds good. For people looking to become pro wrestlers and coming across this, as well as other places in town that are doing training and stuff, really, what can you say? Maybe not distinguish you from other places, but what would you tell someone asking you, why should I come to Versus to train?
Well, I think they should go everywhere to train. That's the first thing. You're never going to learn just by being in your little bubble.
Yeah.
Versus is going to be a little bit more transparent with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have coaches here. We're going to have people that are going to be able to teach you the basics and probably a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But we're going to open the doors to people that train at other schools or that teach at other schools as well. Those people can come from either, if you're around town, you can come through here and have a class. We have opened our doors to out-of-town talent. Mm-hmm. We want people that are, I guess, seasoned is the proper word.
Yeah.
We want people that are seasoned, that have traveled, that know the business very well, that can pass that down or want to pass that down the right way. Yeah. We have talks in AZ, we have talks in California. We have guys that are going to come here from major companies that are willing to work with us and do some training seminars. So no, we're not going to have a lead trainer all the time. Yeah. We have our coaches that are going to be here to get you in the basics. But those seminars are what grew me. Yeah. Like my trainers. Right. Yeah, exactly. My trainers taught me well. Don't get me wrong. Oh, yeah. But those seminars hit home.
Oh, you get so much out of seminars. I can't put seminars over enough. Don't skip out the seminar if you're training and you get an opportunity. Do it. Pay the extra money. Go to it, and I mean, you really get some one-on-one good time and learn from some of the guys who've done this.
100%.
Oh, man.
And it bugs me when people don't want you to learn from something else. Yeah. So I want you guys to go out there and go around Vegas and find the different schools, learn something. But I also want you to understand that those things aren't limited to those places, and they're not limited here. Yeah. You're going to learn from everywhere, and I want you to learn here as well.
It's a continuing thing for me, learning too. I mean, whenever I first started working shows, I was getting so much different feedback from so many different people. But as I went through it and I got these experiences, I was actually able to, weed out some of the stuff that maybe wasn't for me, but really take the stuff that was and then create my own opinion. It's learning. Wrestling is non-stop learning.
Yes, 100%. 100%. It's always good to get something from the new people too. So.
Yeah. How often are you hoping to be able to provide shows to fans from here?
Minimum 1 time a month. We're looking at doing 2 shows in June. But we're starting to get to that point where it's getting the latter part of June, so July is probably where we're going to be shooting heavy. Yeah. August is definitely where things are going to start opening up for us as a company. Mm-hmm. things are starting to run a little bit faster, so we'll probably be doing 2 shows a month for a good little while, and then probably do once a week shortly after.
Nice. Nice. And are you looking to expand any, say, like do any kind of internet streaming or provide your shows to people who can't maybe make it in person?
Of course, yeah. We already have things in line for streaming. Twitch is a good source, but we're looking at other avenues as well. We don't just want it to do live wrestling either.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a what do you call it? Vague post that we're giving you.
Yeah.
We're not going to just do live wrestling. We're not just going to do, I guess, bigger shows.
Yeah.
Those are going to be cool for us, but we're learning to do things outside of the box.
Yeah, especially after what we just went through with the whole shutdowns and stuff, you have to start learning outside the box.
Yeah, and people complained about it a lot, and I get it, but it gave us an opportunity to promote. It gave us an opportunity to learn how to not just show ourselves here.
Yeah.
And I think with Versus being that open-minded company, we're going to start doing a lot more things outside of the box on a regular basis, not just because of the pandemic.
Nice. I mean, I really enjoy the Versus Pro Studio. I've been putting it over to everyone that I've talked to since I first came.
Appreciate you.
I think it's a great idea. It's really kind of it's a different location. Vegas, the different promotions are in different areas and locations. This is in a different one that I think might actually be able to pull a little bit more interest than some others, which is cool. Just as it is, I know you're excited about this to open up. I know you are. Everyone is. Everyone I've talked to is. Just before we end this, really, is there anything else you want to get out about it? Anything else you want to put over about Versus? Just really, this is your time. I'm giving you a bit of Backstage with Ben, but this is actually Project Wes.
Honestly, man, it's exciting for me because it's something that I wanted as a kid, that I didn't even know I wanted as a kid. If I would have came to the Boulevard Mall and was like, "There's a wrestling ring here. There's wrestling here," then I didn't have to go to the garage next to a strip club and watch wrestling in a garage, literally.
Yeah.
Like, love those shows; those were fun. But at 12 years old, you really shouldn't be there. You don't know what's going on, and like being that person where I would look for wrestling shows and I didn't have the resources back then that we have now.
Yeah.
This is something that I feel is the same. Like, this is a resource that I want to project to everyone that we didn't have as kids.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing, is that I'm excited for every bit of this situation, being at the mall, being able to learn, being able to have these connections with people that I didn't have before.
Yeah.
This is going to be more fun for me than I think it's going to be for our audience. And I think this is going to be a great situation for everybody.
That's how I feel about most of my shows too. It's more fun for me.
Yeah, I don't know what
you guys are enjoying it. That's cool.
Yeah, thanks for paying for my fun.
Yeah. Hey man, I appreciate you, Wes.
Oh man, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man. I can't wait. This should come out before Versus opens. Check it out, man. Boulevard Mall, Las Vegas, Versus Pro Wrestling, big blue ring right now. Thanks for tuning in. Find this shirt and more, including the I Survived the 2020 Wrestling Shutdown, at storefrontier.com/WrestleVegas. storefrontier.com/WrestleVegas. Follow me on all forms of social media at Referee Ben Hall. This has been Backstage with Ben Hall. Appreciate you tuning in. The next episode, we're going to take a look at the Big Valley Wrestling BVW compound. So make sure you tune in and check that out too.